Diaspora or Europe is like a secret code that when you get into, it's very difficult to get out. Like if you not go, you don't know.
Hey besties, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, according to the time you are coming across this video.
Nobody tells you the expenses you're going to be paying back here in the diaspora. That if you're not careful, you might end up borrowing or being homeless in the end. Because on here, nothing is free, nothing at all. The lights, the 24 hours of electricity that they tell us about, if you don't pay your electricity bill, which is, sorry to add, which is very, very expensive, if you don't pay it, you won't have the light. They will disconnect your light in a blink. Like they don't have to. They are not like where I come from in Nigeria, where the NEPA will come and start telling you, I want to cut your light. No. All right, not like in Nigeria where you'll be owing 2 months of electricity bill and you still be telling NEPA when they come, I don't have money. Or you tell your landlord, I don't have money. When I have money, I will give you. If anybody have the money, they should help me pay first. Here, no way. Or is it the good road? Do you know how much of tax that you have to pay as a worker here in diaspora or here in Europe, where I am? All those taxes, where do you think it goes to? Those taxes they take from you. It goes to their roads, it goes to developing the country. Which me and you, how much you will tell me when you will pay tax in Nigeria? Yes, but how much do you pay? Do you know how much of tax? Whenever they pay you salary or whenever they send you your code, in Italy they call it code. Whenever they send it to you, check it, you will see how much tax they take from you. It's much. Nobody tells you all that. Nobody tells you that when you are here, like if you don't work, you won't chop, like you won't eat. Unlike in Nigeria, when you go visiting somebody, you might even not decide to cook for like sometimes 2 weeks or a month thereabout. If you have so much friends or family around, you just go there, you eat, you get home, you take your bath, and you are chilled. But here, no one. If they feed you too much, it's just 3 times or 3 days. If you come the next day, they will tell you they are not at home. I understand why, because the work they do here, the job, the ways of getting money here is tedious. And they don't forget, they don't remind you that there is only one or two sources of income here. I don't know about the diaspora in general. I know about Italy, that to get a business running, it takes time because you have to be fully documented. Unlike Nigeria, where you can just put a caravan or even put a table in the front of your house and start selling whatever you can get, even fruit. But here you can't. Not like you won't get buyers. It's because the country is systemized in a way that you have rules and procedures that you have to follow. And sometimes before you get documented that much to be able to invest, there is no money to be invested anymore. Nobody tells you about all this, and it's painful. Diaspora or Europe is like a secret code that when you get into, it's very difficult to get out. Like if you not go, you don't know. I'm not saying it's bad. I have told you guys that Europe is the best thing that happened to me. Helped me grow my mindset. It helped me understand life better. But in the rare sense, Europe, what I'm trying to say here is that it's not a bed of roses. It's not a scheme to get quick rich. There is no tree here to pluck money. or there is no cars here in the street. Like somebody told me that they told her that when she gets here there are so many cars in the street she can just carry one. Madam, did you buy a car on the street? Are you the one that parked the car there? But no, those are the mentality we had, some of us had before coming here. Some of us, we don't have the means to travel down here. Some of us go to the extent of borrowing so much to come here, and when they get here, they see that is not what they expected, like what I ordered versus what I got. It takes time. What they gather that bulk money in 1 month or in less than a month, and when they get here it takes them a year, 2 years to be able to pay that money. Some people here are frustrated. Some people here, when they are walking on the street, you think they are mad. They are not. They are just frustrated. So I don't know. I'm not saying coming to the diaspora is bad. I'm not saying is a bad thing. I'm just saying that everything that has a good side has a bad side. Like when somebody is telling you this side is better, Europe is better or diaspora is better, try and do your research on your own. Like me, when I came here, language was a barrier for me. I never knew that I would come into a country where they only speak one language. Like speaking English is a big deal for them. I never knew of that. I just thought since in Nigeria we have Yoruba, we have the Edo, we have the Hausa, we have the Shekiri, the Ijaw, like different languages, different states, different local governments, and different tribes. But the common language that everybody communicates with is English. Is the same way here in Italy. But on coming here, it shocked me. It wasn't. So imagine what I had to go through. Imagine having to understand that I will have to wait on appointments to get medical care. Like if I'm sick, if I call my doctor, he or she will have to tell me come the next day or come a week later. Nobody tells you that. Nobody will tell you that before you get a bus, a train, or a tram to work, you have to meet up with the time of the bus or the time of the train or that time for the tram. Not a minute more, not a minute less. You have to be there at the bus stop. Except you have a car. Nobody will tell you that instead of the work you resume back in your home country by 8 or by 7 a.m., you are supposed to be waking up each 4 o'clock a.m. in the morning just because you have to meet up with boss and you have to resume work at 6 at the dot. You have to wake up by 4 because your boss, like my house, I filmed a video about it the last time, like where I stay, the earliest bus there is, or the first bus is 4:45, and I'm resuming work by 6. So I'm supposed to take that 4:45 and get to my workplace. Sometimes I
Like,
get there by
wow.
5:15, sometimes 5:20. When I get there, instead of the 6 a.m. that is written on that contract, I'm supposed to start working by 5:50. The 10 minutes is free. Nobody tells you that. I'm not saying Europe is bad, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying the diaspora is bad, don't get me wrong. I'm just trying to say here that whenever everybody or somebody is telling you
This place
here is
has its
better
own
or
bad
this is
side.
better, try to know what you want first. First thing first, know what you want. Secondly, do your research because other glitters are no good. Nobody will tell you all this. Like they didn't tell me all this. I just came and voila, I was here.
Just try and do your
Some
research.
of these
All
things I'm
right.
still battling,
Please do your
rank my
research
head
because
all
you earn
around it.
salary
All these years
before
I've
you
been
know
here till
it, your
now.
salary is gone. Things are
So
expensive,
please,
like very, very
just
expensive.
try.
So please, I beg you to do your research. I know many of us don't. I know we do not believe, but please.
I told someone about this whole thing that told me about she was coming with her kid, like her family the last time. She was telling me when I get there we'll talk about it. And I told her okay, no problem. Now she's here, she's insisting I should take her to an agencia. Agencia means an agency where she can get an apartment. There is no apartment. As far as you are in Nigeria, no apartment for you. It is by luck, but like by God's help that you get in the end. If you finally get, like if you are hundreds of a Nigeria looking for an apartment, only three might be lucky to get. Is that bad? That's it. I'm not here to discourage anyone from coming or jackpying from the country you want to migrate from to Europe or to the diaspora or to anywhere you want, to Asia, anywhere you want to travel to. But just know these countries has their difficult part and their good part, or their bad side and good side. All right. So as the country you are migrating from. All right. So just know that. And this is the end of it for me. This is, we call it a wrap here. See you guys in my next video. Please subscribe, share, give us a nice comment, tell us how have it been for you in the country you migrated to. What did you hear about the country, and when you get there, what did you get? Is it as you were told or as you saw in the net? Let us know in the comment section, and see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.